We just couldn't make, but I thought we did a pretty good job of getting a lot of the shots that we wanted to get. We got some really good looks. I thought our intensity was good. We played hard as hell, and that's what we got to be. That's what we got to be. Like I said, you can hang your hat on a game like that saying, we just couldn't get over the hump, offensively, but I thought our defense was really good against a good team.
Chauncey, what did you think of Shaedon's performance tonight and how important the next few weeks are going to be for him, obviously, with the Anfernee sideline?
Yeah, I thought Shea was obviously Shea was really good. We needed his scoring, we needed his shooting. With Ant down, obviously we have a void there, So I thought he stepped in and he was aggressive the entire time, and he's going to have to be the entire time. I'm sorry, but that's what we want Shaedon to be. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting or whatever, he's going to be a long time starter in this league, and that's the guy that he's going to need to be. And obviously his offense stood out, but I thought defensively he did a good job too. He's picking guys up in the backcourt. He's challenging guys. I thought it was a really good game for Shea.
Pre-game, when you said that we hope he can become Devin Booker, I mean, obviously I know who Devin Booker is, but can you elaborate exactly what you mean by that?
Well, I think Devin Booker is I personally think he's one of the top 5 or 6 players in the league. And the way that he had to grind to come up through the ranks, coming into the league, he played for, 4 or 5 different coaches the first 4 or 5 years, learned different system every single year. He continued to play the right way no matter who was coaching him. And then bang, they started to turn their thing around. They started to get all these players, and he stayed consistent the whole time and kept getting better, no matter what was going on with the team. And now he's one of the very best in the league, and I think that's a great model for Shaedon. He's got that type of talent offensively, and defensively. So to me, that should be his model.
So it's not necessarily the style of game, but how he went about the game?
No, style too. Oh, yeah, style too. I mean, you look at Book. He can run pick and rolls. Shaedon's already getting pretty good at running pick and rolls. He can shoot stand still threes. Shaedon is really good. He's not shooting it great from 3, in the first game. And even today he wasn't excellent, but you're not leaving him. He's a knockdown shooter. Mid-range is really good. He can get to the basket. Obviously, we know what he can do at the rim, so he's a 3-level scorer. So, no, I'm talking not only his process, but just his game.
Orlando kind of jumped on you guys early. You were able to kind of reel it back in as time went on. What did you guys change, or what did you do differently after that first quarter win? I think they had like 7 or 8 dunks. I think they scored a bunch of points in the paint.
I didn't make any adjustments other than coming in a timeout and just asking who are we going to be, man? People just keep coming in here like we got to scrap. We at home, like we got to scrap in these games, and whatever happens. And we just started playing so much harder. We started playing so much harder, and we got ourselves back in the game. And we just, I thought our defense. I was really proud of our guys defensively in this game. But there was a moment. There's always a moment, when you're playing hard. There was a moment in the second quarter. I think it was maybe 3 minutes or something left. We up 5. We scrapping. We up 5. They're on the free throw line. Give up that offensive rebound. They get fouled and 1. 2 and 1s. I mean, it just changed the game. It changed the game. And obviously in a fourth quarter game, a 5-point game or whatever, like it's always a moment of truth there where you can't lose focus. And that was it, so that's something that we'll teach and talk about. You can never let off of the gas. We finally got the game playing the way that we needed to play. I think we had like 10 fast break points in the second quarter. They had 11 in the first quarter, 0 in the second quarter. We got the momentum. And then in that one instance, we gave it back. So we got to just be able to focus better, longer.
Scoot said after the Clippers lost, he was determined to get back to attacking and spraying. And he really couldn't get things going tonight. Obviously, he had foul trouble, but why do you think he struggled again in this game?
Well, I thought his intent was good. It was much better today. He did attack. He just wasn't able to complete it. And obviously, anybody that's played basketball, you know, it's tough to play basketball when you're in foul trouble. You can't be aggressive. You can't attack. You're so worried about, you know. I got these guys picking up kind of almost full court. He's even scared to do that, you know, when you get into foul trouble. So his whole rhythm was off the whole time. I mean, I couldn't play him at all in the second quarter, you know, and he picked up his third. So it just the rhythm's been very, very funky for him, and it just hadn't allowed him to get into a rhythm.
Chauncey, speaking of Scoot, the Clippers, they had 5 guys in the paint every time he loaded up on the ball. It looked like you tried to get some empty side pick and rolls with him, like to clear that backside out for him, allow him to attack. What other spots can you kind of put him in to make things a little easier on him?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a pick and roll player. You know, he's going to be a pick and roll player. He's going to have to do it. You know, as he starts to learn, he'll be better about reading the situations. You know, obviously teams are going under on him. And so twisting it, you know, and bringing that screen back in it, and then being able to read the plays quicker, you know. People going to be in the paint, you got to spray it. You know, you just got to spray it. Just take it easy. Don't worry about it. You'll get an opportunity the next time instead of holding it, bringing it back. But he just hadn't been able to get a rhythm, so he's trying. You know, he's trying. But we just got to play a very simple game. You know, and they're in the paint, just kick it. We shoot it or make the next play. We'll see what happens. There's going to be another possession in 24 seconds. You know, so. But he's not there yet. You know, it's just not there yet, and it's okay. It's fine.
Chauncey, these next few weeks while Ant is out, are you going to stick with playing Scoot and Shaedon together in the starting unit, or are you going to maybe think about putting Malcolm with one of them to kind of have a vet out there to calm one of them, you know, to just kind of keep things steady? Or is the way that you went tonight is kind of the way you're going to go?
I think it's an unbelievable opportunity for these guys to start growing up and to learn. So I'm going to stay right there where it's at. And if it's going crazy, obviously you got that calming device in Malcolm that I can throw in at any time, you know. But I like where these guys are, and it's just some great teachable moments that every single night is like they can learn so much.
Deandre started out.
Did something happen to Tease?
No, nothing happened to Tease. Tease is going to be one of those players all year, you know. They wasn't guarding him, you know, and he was a little trigger shy out there when they swung it to him. So, no, nothing happened with Tease. There's going to be games, obviously, that we've seen where Tease knocks down 4 or 5 threes. So, no, nothing was the matter.
Deandre started real hot, ended well, but in between foul trouble, aside from the foul trouble, did you like what you saw from him overall?
I thought he was better. I thought Deandre was better. We made more of a focus to get him involved. You know, I told him I'm still learning him. I'm still learning his game, where he can be most effective, you know. Obviously him not having Ant out there impacts everybody, you know. When you got a guy in the pick and roll like Ant that's going to get so much attention, those pockets are open, you know, swing passes are open. Not having him, it impacts everything. But I thought DA was pretty good, you know, today, and he'll continue to get better. All right.
See, is there any sort of positives that you can take out of that second half, even when the game was getting away from you?
I think the only thing that I could say is, you know, we got to play a lot of guys that don't play a lot of minutes, to get them out there. But other than that, you know, we played okay in that second half. You know, our fourth quarter wasn't great, but it was good to get those guys out there, and I'm glad that one's over.